hope it looks good. Sweet.
Hey, sweet.
Hey. Even though it's Konami.
Can we raise it a bit, or is this fine?
This can also count towards Junami, which is awesome. All right, how's everyone out there in BSB land doing?
Hey, everyone.
This here is horrible rendition of a line of games made based on Ninja Turtles. Well, one of them was good. This one was not. This is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Time's going to start once I pick all the settings. We're going to use April. Easily the best character in the game. And we'll get ready to show here in just a few moments. 3, 2, 1, go. We can pick our starting stage, but we always pick the first one because it's the fastest. So take down Leo. We're going to do this little overhead elbow thing here, which goes into a grab loop. Does millions of damage, and the fight's over.
This is the entire game.
This is literally the game. April takes him to Suplex City, and suddenly the game's over.
Everything about this game is great, except the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. The music's awesome. The colors are great. The sprites are like leave a little bit to be desired, but she gave us a little bit of bad RNG there with the wall leap, but that's okay. We'll still take her down. It's a Vega-like move. Like she jumps in the air and she can like do a fall dive. She can do a throw out of it, but you can hit her out of it pretty easily. It's just it wastes time. So RNG is not the best. Move on to Raph. This is actually one of the harder fights. The tower. He can start with a fireball that beats out your elbow, but he gave us good RNG and decided to jump, so that's cool. April's gonna go to town here.
So many hugs.
Yeah.
Right?
April is just
like
so loving.
She's got so much love to give, that's all.
Also, April looking like Blaze Fielding is definitely a Sega thing to do. Sisyphus is another kind of a bad one. His fireball trades with your elbow, but he gave us good RNG and decided to jump, so that's cool. He was never in anything besides this, which I thought was kind of weird. Like, why not just use a character that people recognize?
Right. That makes too much sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Got a cool background, though. He's got this giant spider. Could be the final boss. We don't know yet. Anyway, since Donatello's basically a free fight, I'll talk about what makes this game so bad, aside from what you're watching. And from a fighting game perspective, this game it's kind of fun to like mess around with your friends or whatnot, but playing it like competitively or trying to be good at it is just futile. There's nothing about this game that's enticing. It has really weird hitboxes. Some moves can randomly hit standing or low, which is horrible. Like, you don't want random hitboxes in a fighting game. That's just bad. And, of course, as you see here, every character can kill you with throw loops except for Donatello. He's the only character that doesn't have this, like, if you get knocked down, you just die.
Yep.
And that works in human versus human as well.
So the game is whoever gets first knockdown wins.
Exactly. That's exactly how it rolls.
Yep.
Not a good fighting game. This is probably my favorite stage in the game just from a looks perspective. Visually, this stage is very impressive. It has neat music, too, but we're not going to get to hear very long because Michelangelo's dead. Goodbye. April just running the train here. She should have been in Final Fantasy VI. She could have suplexed the train right away.
Yep.
This game is also Mash Start the video game. Mash Start. And this is actually one of the harder pre-boss fights. Casey can be a bit of a jerk. He can block a lot, but he gave us some decent RNG there. Sometimes after he blocks, if you try to get away, he will miss the throw there. We'll get him here, though. He's the most defensive of all the characters. He'll block at the start of the round constantly, and then you have to guess what he's going to do. Sometimes he'll like walk towards you and nothing happens. Sometimes he'll throw you when you get in the corner, and then you're really in trouble. I had a practice run last night where he put me in the corner immediately off that, and I just died. It was bad. So here we have Triceraton, who never blocks. This is weird. He's normally pretty easy, but the only thing that gets bad is if he grabs you, because he can kill you off a grab if you don't mash out correctly. Let's look at that Brontosaurus in the back.
Dead inside.
So dead inside of the world. Look at those eyes.
What is this camera doing here?
What's a camera? This is the Stone Age.
Low missiles.
That blocks. That's not good. Crane decided to block. Oh, I didn't block that, and I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. I would have sworn I blocked that. That's weird. Game said no. Okay. So we have 7 continues, which is why I set it to that. So we can get around death, but that still sucks that we lost that.
Yeah.
Goes high. This is fine, though. He'll just do it again. We can hit him after that. There we go.
Yep.
He's completely free after the missile shot as long as you're, like, not getting hit. Okay. A little bit better that time. So when I got hit there by those low missiles, that's exactly what I was saying earlier about how moves have random properties. I blocked low, but it counted as an overhead. So, pretty bad. Final boss, Karai. Horrible RNG monster here, but she jumps, so we got good RNG, and she's going to die now. Time stops when she falls the second time. And time.
42.
Nice. That's actually a decent run.
Yeah.
I think it would have been sub 430 without the death, but sometimes game. Throw a move and it could be one of 4 different hitboxes, and I lost the die roll. What can you do? But yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. It has a cool ending, but as a speed run, it's basically just all RNG and execution. You know, you gotta make sure you time your throw loops properly. But overall, it's it's an entertaining game. But don't play with your friends unless you hate your friends. Or you
As
want them to hate
a
you.
quick reminder here.
Do we have any donations during all that?
Unfortunately not. I think we were all too enthralled by the back throws. But as a quick reminder, next up is Bebe's Kids, and there is a bid war for the boy or the girl character on that game. So if you have an opinion, you should voice it with your wallet.
It's terrible.
It's pretty terrible, I agree, but it fits. It's awful block, so.
All right.
Good stuff. I was hoping for a deathless run, but what can you do? Not mad.